Hello, everyone.
Hello, 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 hello.
Okay.
How's it going?
Fine. Yeah, good. Welcome everyone. Welcome Stathi. Welcome to Thursday night readings. G'day, Judy. How is everyone going? It's Thursday, and you know the deal. I'm on Thursdays. Come to give you lovely people, some lovely messages. And I got Stathi with me tonight. Don't know why. That's the universe said, nah, Stathi. So I'm like, okay, universe. So g'day, Amanda. Hello, people. If you could please share us out, that would be much appreciated. I'm just doing the same thing myself. Share.
Enjoying that now?
Oh yeah. Sharing. And that would be most appreciated, people. So how is the weather where everyone was today? How was the weather in Melbourne?
Yeah,
Melbourne-ish?
Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne-ish. Yeah, not bad. Wet, cold. Then not wet, then not cold, then cold again and wet again. So
Well,
Melbourne.
we
Hi, Amanda.
we had in Adelaide, we had like up to midday, it was all nice and sunny, and
Nice.
then the rain came. Oh, well, little dribs and drabs, nothing.
Yeah,
It's,
it's September. September
yeah,
rains. This is where all the seeds are being blown around during winter time, and now September's getting it all wet, getting ready for growth.
yep. Okay, I'm all shared out. Awesome. And here we go. Just doing
Stathi
the
pull
thing
cards.
with.
Stathi doesn't pull cards.
Oh yeah, I sort of know what I'm doing.
I
Sort of
shuffle
roughly.
cards. That's about it.
Hey, yeah. I get a card. He gives me a card after the show. So these people obviously are not worthy of the cards.
No.
Of course, you're worthy of the cards. But
Grab your coffee, guys.
grab your coffee. Okay, just doing a couple more things, and then I'll start with a group reading for everyone. And we'll see what's happening in the general of generalization, general people. And then I will read who I'm drawn to. If you want to guarantee a donated reading, please donate to PayPal. And if you would like to pay it forward, like a lot of lovely people do, for someone else to get an extended, in-depth reading, feel free. I'm not going to stop you at all. You know,
I'm well, thank you, Amanda.
that's just how I am. So, group reading for everyone. Okay. Man, I've been so busy all week. Okay. Group reading for everyone. Man, I've been so busy. Oh. Okay, people, the first card I've got for the group reading for everyone is I've got inverted. I've got release the old and the rest. This is people still holding on to old ways of doing things, old ideas, old programs, old training, old thought forms. Okay, because people I've got looking at is talking about this is all about being set in our ways. Okay, it seems people were still thinking too much mundane, too much of the old ways, too much in the 3D, and there seems to be a big focus on that. People are holding on to, I want this, I want that, we want all these things, but man, the world's going to be shaken up. There's going to be some big shaking. There's going to be some big quaking, and a lot of the stuff that we strive for in the 3D is going to be worth squat. Okay, so this is what are people visualizing? We're just visualizing a new lawnmower and a new car, or are we visualizing a new world? Okay, what what reality do people want to create at the moment? Because at the moment, I got people selling themselves short. The cards are saying everyone's selling themselves short, and they're like, oh, things happen this way. Things are forever going to change. New information is going to come in, and we're going to have to readjust to it. So we can be thinking, curried prawns is the best food in the world, but then some other dish comes along and we're like, well, they're just not curried prawns out the parcel. That's what it's getting at. People, we got to think of the big picture. We got to think of, man, we're going to flip this planet, okay, and we got to get out of this. All I need is a new car and a mortgage and a girlfriend with a cat. We got to get out of that small potatoes stuff, that small energy of thinking that these mundane things is just what our heart desires. Because I've got the stargazer in between, the need to be right and release the old, saying set your sights higher, think of the big picture, people. There's far greater things out there. So what are you striving for? What do you desire? What do you hope? Or have you placed limitations on your belief system and thought forms of what you hope to achieve? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Yes, because the system has done it to us, for us. Okay, unlearn. Declutter, deprogram people. Okay, because at the moment, people are still inside their heads. They're still they're not present. They're thinking of the future, thinking of the past, not in the moment. And when you're not in the moment is the interface where everything happens. So people, we've got to keep catching ourselves. We've got to keep catching ourselves in the moment, come back into the present and be present in the conversation, in what's around, in feeling the energies and all that sort of stuff. Very, very, very important, because at the moment I've got, for the action card, I've got take time to reflect. I've got the Mirror Guardian, and this is inverted. This is people being affected by the energies around them. Okay. And people, because you got all these people screaming, oh, yeah, we're in retrograde. Yeah, something's always in retrograde. Okay, yeah, cool, whatever you believe, that's fine. But at the moment, people are always looking external to express how they feel, and we keep giving our power away to external entities to go, oh, I'm going through this because of this. We're going through this because of that. Oh, well, that affect. I'm feeling like this because of that. Okay, people, we're to go with inside. We got all powers with inside, and what we project. Okay, we're the creators of our own reality. The Mirror Guardian is saying, stop letting your reality be dictated to you. Okay, we don't want our reality dictated, but if we're always looking external, the reality is going to the circumstances is going to dictate our attitude, and we've got to take control of that, people. We've got to take control. Okay, self-mastery, and we're going to hold that space. Holding that space is because when we can hold that space, okay, of creating our own reality, not be swayed by the stuff that comes around in us at the moment. Okay, because underneath the Mirror Guardian, I've got the mountain, stand your ground. When we hold that space and that positive space, that we control our attitude, we control our thoughts, we control our heart, we control our energy. When we do that, see this, the Magic Guardian? That flips around. That will flip around. Unlock the magic within. It's all there, people. We're made of the same stuff stars are, and it's waiting to be unlocked. But it doesn't just come. We can't just go, oh, I'm getting a universal download in, probably next month. The stars are lining up. No, that comes with us now. Okay? It's all within us. And the last card I've got for the group reading for everyone is... Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Okay, I hope that has helped everyone. That was the group reading for everyone. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate.
Pass it on to Amanda.
Pass it on to Amanda. Yeah. Amanda. Amanda, cheese. You got cheesecake? Yeah. You have got cheesecake. You're not sharing it. It's been a cheesecake list. Oh, wait a sec. I had bee sting yesterday.
What did you have?
bee sting. That's at our mate's
Bee
place, and they had bee sting, but they did the custard was like done with cream, so it was like half custard. It was like a big filling, and it was like half custard, half cream, and it was just mixed, so it was like solid. Oh man, it was different. It was good. I'll throw it in a curry. Throw what in the curry?
What
The
resonates
cheesecake
on
in the
what
curry.
doesn't?
Yeah, Amanda. Eyes on Amanda. So, people, I will just check. We've had donations come in. And just got to type it in. Okay. So if you would like a guaranteed reading, please donate. PayPal links in the show notes. Or if you'd like to pay it forward for someone else to get a donated reading, that would be much appreciated. Exchange of energies. At the moment, we've got a free extended reading to give away. As soon as I can find it.
It's there.
There we go. And so if you would like a chance to win an extended free reading courtesy of Healing with Stathi, pick a number between 59 and 81.
Oh, come on. I was going to say 59 and 81.
Yeah, I know. So close, yet so far away. Hey, Michelle.
Michelle.
How you going? Julie, so close yet so far away. But I'll say that about every number. What is the number, by the way? Okay, see if you can get it, people. I'm thinking of it right now. No. We got. How you going, Emma? Hey, Belinda. Hey, Gail. Pick the number, people. Like your style, Gail. This is the first number I would have picked. Oh, Michelle. Michelle. Okay, Michelle. Got any questions? You're both well. Extremely well. I'm well. Stathi, are you well?
I am well.
There you go. Thank you, Belinda.
Well, I'm well.
Okay.
I can be We choose. That's how we feel.
What's going on with...
I'm feeling well. I can say I'm feeling the well.
What do you truly know, Michelle? What do you truly know? Deep down inside, what is the truth? What is it you know? What is it you're telling yourself? Okay. Because at the moment, Michelle, what is your innate wisdom saying in your situation? Okay. Have you conquered the I am? Have you conquered the ego? Okay. Well, there's a truth waiting to come out. There's your truth. There's your inner truth, and inner wisdom is waiting to come out. Okay, but well, I've got the stag spirit here. The first card for you is a stag spirit. It's saying, take the lead. It's time to take the lead at the moment. It's time to take the lead, and your truth, your inner truth. So you have to work. Everyone's a work in progress. Everyone, even that guy down there watching. Hey, guy down there watching. Everyone's a work in progress. It never ends. But how much work are you doing? Because at the moment, I've got it's time for you to put your foot down with your truth and start doing what needs to be done. Michelle, I've got the rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. Okay, but it's waiting on you. I've got the stag spirit. Take the lead. I've got the rhino spirit saying overcome all obstacles. So this is you're being called up. You're being called out. Yourself is calling yourself out through my cards to say, hey, Michelle, it's time to put the foot down. It's time to draw on that innate wisdom, not looking around for circumstances to line up somewhere else. It's time for you to go, because at the moment it seems internally you're butting heads with yourself. There's all sorts of conversations happening in your head, and you're this, oh, well, I should do this, and this is what happens. And the easy thing is because I've got being bullheaded, right? I've got it inverted, which means internal, the way I read the cards. And so this is the internal conflict, butting heads. And when we've got this head butting, right, because there doesn't need to be any disconfusion or any head butting in our heads, in our heart. There doesn't need to be there. And when that's there, Michelle, that's the ego trying to keep us in the comfort zones. So you've got your inner self, your inner wisdom, and your inner guide at the moment is trying to go, hey, Michelle, let's do this. And then the ego's going, oh, let's not do that. Let's do something else. Or, no, we don't have to do that. And as soon as we get into that mindset in our heads and we keep having those conversations back and forward in our heads, those discussions, that's the ego at play. And if we don't get control of the I am, it runs the show. And when it runs the show, it takes us out of the driver's seat. Okay, it keeps us in the known. And we know that where the interface in the whole universe is dealing with the unknown in the present. Okay, that's how we come. That's how we evolve. People know this, but putting it into practice, that's a different story. Let's see what your action card is for you, Michelle. Your action card at the moment is shameless sensuality. I got shameless sensuality being inverted. This is talking me that that you're looking externally. You're looking external for ways to get. This is what happens is when we don't fulfill our path, or we don't step up to the plate to listen to our innate wisdom, to go with that flow of energy. That flow, there's a flow of energy that goes with life, and it tries to lead us in directions as we sing our own song. I've got here, sing your own songs waiting for you. Okay, when we don't get in that, we don't start filling our destiny or start expanding like we should, we look for external sources. Okay, and this might be food, sex, Netflix, whatever you want to call it, or there's so many things. And at the moment, I've got you looking externally for things. So you could be waiting for a download, or you can be, oh, I'm seeing this healer on Thursday. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the moment, you're weaving your own reality. Okay, you're in the perfect place that you've created for yourself. Okay, this is all on you. Okay, you hold all the cards. Not this card, but yes, you do hold this card. You weave your reality at the moment. So this is all about you getting out of that, coming present in the moment, and getting out of just winning the game against the I am and coming into control. Okay, because as soon as you come into control, that's when the energy flows. That's when you start to flow. It's when you come into alignment. And when you come into alignment, that's when real healing starts. That's when the real good stuff starts coming along. But at the moment, it's about, okay, because look, your path alone, and that's inverted. So this is telling me that you're looking elsewhere. You're looking for reasons, and we just got to get back. You've got to get back to the basics, Michelle, the basics, the core, and it is coming present in the moment. and within, because all the information is within. But if we go to external, looking at this and looking at everything, there's nothing wrong with learning information. There's nothing wrong with doing a course. But when we look for all those things to fix us, we miss out. Why? Because it's all in here. It's all in here. Well, there's many things that, yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can take meditation, and sometimes we can neglect ourselves and need heavy medication. Sometimes we can say no to heavy medication. Sometimes we can say yes. It's all up to us. But how much are we nurturing ourselves, Michelle? How are we nurturing ourselves? Right? Because at the moment you've got too much stuff in a box. This means you've got it all worked out. This is coming in inverted, saying that you've got it all worked out. You know how it is. How's that working? Okay, because this is about expanding your reality. This is about going outside the box and going, the start of wisdom is learning that the more we learn, the more we realize we don't know. That's the truth's the beginning of the wisdom, but that's part of wisdom too, is the continual expansion. So the universe is asking you to expand, to shake up what you know, and take control so you can sing your own song. But it's waiting for you to take the lead, Michelle. It's waiting for you to take the lead. You're the only one that can do it. No one like me. I can't fix you. No one else can fix you. No one else can give you a download and that's going to fix you. It'll all come back to the tools. There's tools everywhere. But at the moment you have to take the lead. You have to make that choice. You have to stand up to the I am and take control. Okay, you can do it. We all can do it. Ride that wave. Get on that energy wave that you were made for. Get on that flow that you were made for. And your last card, Michelle, is surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. We can't make things happen. We can only tune into the present. That's why it's so hard, Michelle. In the present moment, we can't force things, but what we can do is we can tune into the present. When we come in the moment, then we know where the energy is going. Okay? We know where the energy is going. And I hope that has helped you. Have you got anything you'd like to add, sir?
Heavy heart. Michelle, I can feel suffocation. Your heart chakra is heavy. It's actually not your heart chakra. It's just above, between your throat and your heart. There is this heaviness. You're still holding on to, look, I'm always going to say this, and it doesn't matter. Many are in the same space that you're in at this moment. We hold on to particular beliefs. We feel that they are the only thing that it is. For a moment, just what I would like you to do is just imagine going to a new country. You know nothing about this country. You know nothing about the culture. You don't know any of the words whatsoever. You're going in complete unknown to it. You have to rely on somebody else to guide you through it. This is where everyone is coming to at this moment. You're aiming to say, for example, you say, I need to go to my motel room. Now, you don't know the language. How would you say that? How would you actually communicate that? What is a motel room? To these people, it's probably not called a motel room. This country is something completely different. Nothing to your experience whatsoever. This is where we're all coming to at this moment. We're coming to this space where we're holding on to our ideals, our beliefs, everything that we've been educated, programmed with. Now, holding on to those, well, it's great for being in this everyday, yesterday and tomorrow reality. But the moment itself, the moment that you can actually come into this Well, the moment you can come into this moment, to this nowness, that's something that you cannot use your education to guide you in. There's nothing that you can use of what you believe, even the nothing that you say you know nothing. Well, what is nothing that you know? Say you know love. What is that? So you're still using your old ways of thinking. Every word that you're using is still based on that. Aiming to understand all of this again, aiming to understand it is still aiming to understand that you're only going to be using everything that you believe, and what you believe is not going to assist you at this point in time. Yes, it is the great unknown. The great unknown itself is in the moment itself without thought. How do you get to that? Your suffocation and the suffocation I'm feeling, the heaviness that I'm feeling, that heaviness that you're holding on to is because you're wanting something, but you're using your mind. And those thoughts that you have in your mind is not going to assist you with what you're looking for, because what you're looking for doesn't have a word to it. We call it the unknown because that's the closest word that we can truly use. I can say it's the moment, I can say it's the present, I can say it's now. It's none of those. They're just words. And it's not those words. It is the lack of words which we will be closest to being in the present moment, into that unknown. When you get to that unknown, well, that unknown itself, at first, it feels very heavy because there's a little bit more to the unknown than one can imagine. But to be in the present and to allow the present to just unfold for what it is, without thinking that it should be or shouldn't be, that's where it is. Let go of what you're holding on to. A lot of clearing. I did read somewhere back there, up the top there, that you are coming off medication. Now, I'm not speaking about medication at this moment, but you have a lot of stuff that's going on around you that is just, your focus is there. Your focus is on the outer world. At this moment, is it occurring? This is what you need to hold on to, this moment. What are you doing at this moment? Are you focusing on what has happened, or are you focusing on what is occurring right this moment? Focus on your heart chakra, bring in some green energy, expand that and expand your throat chakra, do some blue energy towards it. Sit down and do some focusing, whether you want to call it meditation or focus on your heart chakra and your throat chakra. They're the two main areas that I feel are causing the suffocation that's around you. Well, it's not really. It's actually more than that. But yes, that is a good way of putting it as well. The empty space between. Each word that we speak are created by letters. There's an empty space. Without that space between each letter, which is what you're speaking of as well, it's the same thing. Each word and each sentence, the space between the words. I can keep going to all of it. So yes, you are on that basis, but it's before all of that as well. And yes, speak. You've got a lot of speaking to do. There's a lot of stuff that you need to deal with, and you're holding back. It does feel that you're not in control at this moment. Something else is in control of you at this moment, or controlling your movements and your actions and your words as well. I feel that that's where you need to be at this moment as well, because you've made a choice, and this is your choice as well, to be where you are. You do have a lesson to learn, and that lesson itself, whether you learn it or not, is not up to me to say you will or you will not. That is up to you. But keep your focus and do some energy work towards your throat and your heart. So they're the two main areas that I'm picking up on. Thank you.
I hope that's helped you. And Michelle, that reading was donated by some guy I never met him before. And we have had more donations come through. The next reading I've got donated by a very special person. I think they're very special.
Oh,
Some
thank
people
you.
might disagree. Go on. Really? No, someone more special than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do exist.
Oh,
Yep. I
thank
don't know if you'll agree with me though, but I have a donated
you.
reading
You've
from.
got to live and have a competition.
That's right. I have a reading donated by our very own production manager, Cindy Punjanelli.
Punjanelli.
Almost
Pun.
Punjanelli.
Pun.
Punjanelli.
Pun. Pun.
Yes. Someone's trying to ban her already. Really? Just got started. So who am I going to pick? Oh, let's see. I usually for this reading, I will go into the first people to come into the show and have a look. Who was one of the first people here? Gail, are you here? Belinda. Gail, Belinda. Who's here? Who wants a reading? Anyone? Belinda. Okay. Okay, Belinda. Are you still here? Well, I got to do 2 donated readings. So since you were one of some of the first people to go in, g'day, Nanny. I will get used too, but unless Emma wants a serve, Emma. I don't give you a serve, Emma. I give you what's from the heart with the cards. That's the story I'm telling. Okay. Okay, Belinda, can you just take a big breath in through the nose? Hold it for a bit, then out through. Just center yourself and relax. Okay? Just center yourself and relax. Are you working on something really hard at the moment? It feels like you're putting a lot of work in somewhere, Belinda. There's a bit of effort, and you're waiting on results, or you're starting. You've been working on something really hard, and you're starting to wonder. Not is it worth it? You know it's worth it, but it just feels like there's an endeavor or something that you're working on, and it's just like you're starting to. Like hump day, you're starting to feel the strain, and just weighed down at the moment. And this is forcing you to get into reaction mode in some areas. And so you're going to be having some remarks that aren't usually you, or just going, just, those snaps or that autopilot. Okay, but look, just you got to plug it out. You got to plug it in. I mean, it's just you got to keep moving, because this is what this is. You're moving in the fields of the unknown. Okay, this is where we need to faith, and this is when we need to remind ourselves in the heart, in the center, that I'm doing what I need to be doing at the moment. Okay, brain farts. It just feels like you're getting a bit washed out. Okay, just a lot of pressure. I feel a lot of pressure on my shoulders. Okay, a lot of just a bit of a burden. It feels like there's some stuff there's some stuff in the past, that there's some stuff around you that you're carrying extra burden from. Okay. It feels like there's some stuff from the past that's just weighing you down. Sometimes I'm almost feeling like you've put a lot of pressure on yourself, because if it's just old things from the past that are coming back that you're taking responsibility for. It feels like you've put on a lot of pressure on your shoulders, but because there's it feels like there's in some areas there's disorganized disorganization at the moment, and at the moment it's looking like that you need to make plans and focus. You need to get some things down on paper because it feels like that you're putting on the effort, but without planning, without some structure, you need to bring more structure into where you're at the moment, and this will help take a bit of the burden off. Okay, so get a whiteboard, get a piece of paper, write it down, and because and when you've done something, write it down, because when we got a whiteboard, it seems sometimes it feels like we haven't done we've done stuff all, but when we look back at what we've set out to do, it shows us that we're achieved. So it just feels like that you're getting weighed down. You're not exactly seeing the results that you want at the moment, but you need to keep going. You need to make plans. You need to be focused. I mean, this is your main action card, is make plans and focus. Oh, good. We'll keep at it, because this is how we intend to create. Okay, this is really stepping up the game as far as intended creation. I've got make plans and focus inverted, and I've got intending create, and that's inverted. And this is asking you to put extra time and extra effort into that field, because I know what it's like to just go. You plow ahead, going really forward, real hardcore, and it feels like, from our point of view, because we're still in self-judgment, we don't always see. We don't always. To us, we see that we're not where we want to be, and everyone is from the because we've got attachment to where we want to end up. But the rest of the world's watching us, going, "Hey, wait a second, you've done this and that. You're doing you're kicking butt and taking names," but it doesn't always feel that, and it feels like you're going. What are you carrying? It feels like you're carrying something from the past. Feels like a lot of pressure. What are you carrying with you? Burden of family. Look, it's time, Linda. It's time. It's time to let go. It's time to let them do what they need to do. And what I mean, let go, I'm not talking about stop loving, but it feels like there's a lot of pressure that you've put onto yourself with people around you. And it's, as much as we assist and we help people, you've taken it onto yourself as a burden, and it's not your burden. Okay? But you've taken it upon yourself. I've got inverted cards saying it's time for you to rise up and do what you need to do for you. And I've got a card, it's time, rise them up. Now, until you get balanced, until you get sorted, this is the best way we can teach people, the best way we can help people is to learn the tools for ourselves. It's to learn the tools for ourselves that we need, okay, to help us grow, to help us achieve, okay, to help us fix ourselves. And then we can pass those tools on to other people. And plus, we lead as an example. You're not blaming yourself. It seems almost like a distraction. Where's the distraction? There's a distraction somewhere. Okay, this is a pattern for you. There is a distraction. Somewhere you seem to be putting your focus and there's a burden or the pressure, and you seem to be on your face. You've got to let people work their own stuff out, Belinda. You've got to let people work their own stuff out. Okay, it just feels like you're taking on someone else's burdens. You're like, well, I'm not. You're the partner, or you're the mother, or something like that, and it feels like you're blaming yourself for something that's for where they're at and the choices that they're making, and it's not your choices. But this keeps getting you down and pulling you down, and it's not. I know this stuff worries us. But there's an unseen pattern somewhere. It seems to be acting as a chain. What do you hope to achieve, Belinda? What do you want? I got a card here inverted saying, "What do you seek? What do you want?" Because at the moment, you're over analyzing everything. You spend your whole time in your head, overthinking. This is where the burden comes from. The burden comes from the I am, comes from the ego. This is your battleground. This is 99.999% of people's battleground. You just gotta let it go. Stop worrying about things that you couldn't control. Focus on what you can, Linda. But you really need to make plans and focus at the moment. Okay, and your last card is surrender to the ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from the heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. That's your last card. I hope that's helped you. It is hard, but no one else can do it but except for us, Belinda.
Belinda, I'm going to ask you to focus on your heart chakra. So bring your focus here. Take a deep breath. To your count of 3, release. Just keep your focus here. I feel a lot of conflict within you. That's the main thing that keeps popping up is conflict. There's pressure in your temple area. Like this squeezing, something squeezing around your temple area. It is your focus that is It's what you're focusing on which is causing the conflict. Aiming to control a situation which is not your situation to control. The only thing you can control is yourself and how you feel. What you're focusing on is going to continue to cause you conflict because you don't know which direction to go to. You have so many ways to see it, so many ways you're looking at it. You're pulling in a lot of how you have done things to how you could do things. You need to find the space for yourself. There's a lot of confusement, and I can feel that confusement within you. There's anger as well and frustration. Everything seems to just be out of your hands. The uncertainty of the situation you're in it's just very strong around you at this moment. The frustration that you're feeling, I feel, and that confusement that keeps coming up, and the conflict. That's the main things that are in your focus. It's not not who you are, but what you're constantly focusing on that is causing you. Well, it's causing every part of your body to feel stressed out. You're not grounded, so take time out to ground yourself and bring yourself here, because your mind is just going to constantly create that conflict that you're feeling at this moment. It's going to create that stress that you have that is just constantly there. You have a nice heart chakra, but your heart chakra itself is low on self-acceptance. And that's the main aspect of what I'm picking up is self-acceptance. When you can accept that you can only take care of yourself, and as you take care of yourself, then as you resonate to your energy, those around you will be able to feel that. But at this moment, there's just way too much conflict within you to even focus on, to say to you, look, all I would say is sit down, focus on every chakra, and take time out, ground yourself, remove yourself from your head and stop thinking about what you're going to be doing, because that's creating more conflict within you because it's not unfolding the way that you want it to unfold. Things will not go the direction you want them to go until you start taking care of yourself. Keep yourself present, do some chakra work, do some healing, but self-healing, self-care is what you require at this moment, because what you're feeling is your own creation and you're doing this to yourself. It's easy to project onto others that someone else is doing this to you, but this is all you. This is all within you at this moment. Bring yourself back here, ground yourself, get out of your head, stop overthinking the situations that you're in. Yeah, it's always nice to write down what you're feeling, how you're feeling, write it, put it aside because it's past. But if you keep going into your head, you're going to continue to feel the way that you're feeling. And at this moment, all I keep feeling is conflict upon conflict upon conflict. Just your inner self-contradiction and keeping you ungrounded. So bring yourself here, ground yourself, remove yourself from your head, focus on your chakras, take time out for yourself, and do some self-care for a little while. I hope that's assisted you.
You're on mute, Brooke.
I've been told. It's probably a good thing. If you can lip read and heard what I just said. I said, thank you, Cindy. Now, we have another pay it forward reading to do from, who was it? Who was it? For Cindy. Who did I say? Do you remember who I said? And don't everyone say me.
You.
No. No. It was
Gail.
it was Gail. Are you still here, Gail? Hey, Chandra. You still here, Gail?
Gail's still here.
Still here. Okay. I better put my cards back and give you some freshies.
Facebook's doing
Gentle.
something.
That's up. What do you mean gentle? I am gentle. I'm coming from the heart, Gail. Time to shake things up, Gail. There seems to be too much baggage. Too much of the old. The first card I've got for you is a snake. Shed the old skin. Shed the old ways. Shed the old belief systems. Shed the old everything. You know, every time we learn something or gain more insight and more information, if it's about continually reinventing ourselves, and it seems that you've got a certain way of doing things that you're accustomed to. Okay, but the problem with that is we need to be able to mold, to be malleable. Why? Because we operate in the present. But there's still some old ways that you're doing things, trying to get results. Okay, shed the old skin. There needs to be a shake-up. There needs to be something new. Okay, because you understand the mystery, you understand how things work, but you understand the illusion of the universe. Okay, but it's time now to move into the unknown. Okay, it still feels like there's certain comfort zones that you're still holding on to. Going, wait a sec, yeah, look, I want to do this, but I don't. It's not that you don't think. Well, if you think you're ready or not, sometimes we have to move into these uncomfortable, well, the unknown is uncomfortable. It's unknown. We don't know what's going to happen. A lot of people try to do what they can. You know, we learn and we do all these things, but there still seems to be some resistance. You still seem to be bringing resistance to the table when you should be flowing. Okay. What do you truly seek? What do you truly seek? Because we get because we get in these zones where we want this and we want that and we want this and we want that, and then we can be moving forward spiritually and we can be growing, but we become inflexible, and we just get rid of one belief system for another belief system, and then we call ourselves light workers. A lot of people do it. We all do it. We've all done it. But at the moment, there's some old ways that you got to be let go of. There's so much energy around you. There's so much that's waiting to be expanded. But it's just like it feels like you're just hanging. There's something behind you. There's just something old behind you. You're hanging on to, and it's like it's got to be this way. Like it's time to let go and let that river take you where you need to go. It's time to let go of the jetty, and it's time. I just feel like it's time to flow for you. Time to flow. Okay, because there just seems to be. We choose to become flexible because we become inflexible, and we program our subconscious for us to be inflexible. And this all comes back to the I am, to the ego. Keeps us in the comfort zones. We need to let go of it. And it's hard. It's an integrated part of ourselves. But time for you to just step out and be. I'm feeling what's something crazy that you've always wanted to do but you've never done. First thing that came to your head. Don't think about it. Just do it. Because look, I got the badge. Your action card for this reading is the badge card. Be fearless and bold. And there's still, it takes courage, but courage is not absence. Is not the absence of fear. It's just not letting it dictate. It's not letting our emotions dictate our choices. So it's time to start making those choices that you know you need to make, Gail. It's hard for all of us because we're so programmed to do things a certain way. Because it feels like because there's so much in the spirit that yourself wants to create in this universe, but it feels like you're trying to doing the old ways. You're trying to push yourself too much, and it's time to just be. It's time just to let go and co-create with spirit. But this is stepping into the unknown, and it's hard. I'm feeling like your solar plexus is way out of alignment. Seems to be just below your heart. Seems to be a big heaviness, a lot of tension there. What are you holding on to, Gail? It feels like there is something, an experience or someone that you don't want to let go of, and they're creating a drag. And this is the problem with this is that it acts as it's blocking you from realizations and epiphanies and clarity. Okay, but there's still a bit of work there because the solar plexus is a lot where a lot's attached to us, flows through us. And there seems to be someone it feels like there's something still hanging on there. And I hope you know what that is, because as soon as you can do the work in that area, it's going to free up a lot of your energy. When we free up a lot of energy, we start we can see things with greater clarity. And it seems like there's a boost of clarity waiting to come in, but it can't come in until you do this healing. And I've got something. There's something you need to set free. It feels like it. It feels a bit like you're scared too, because it meant a lot to you. No. Stop thinking about it, Gail. Stop thinking about it. You just stress yourself out. But you're trying to distract yourself by keeping busy, by doing other stuff and keeping yourself busy with other stuff. A lot of us do that. We push ourselves in other spiritual directions to avoid areas that need healing, that need to be dealt with, and it feels like that you're just keeping yourself busy and you're progressing in other areas. But this you really need to go back, and there needs to be something there that you need to let go of. You need to cut ties. It's hanging on. It's hanging right on. But you're doing too much stuff at the moment. You've got to thin it out. You've got to thin it out. Take some time to recharge and just get some more clarity back on yourself. Okay? Don't need to go to someone to go, what is this? How do I help? This is something for you to work out. This is something for you to grow and for you to work out, for you to get clarity, to bring to claim that power and to claim that clarity, to work it out yourself. Time to get somewhere still and quiet. Ask Spirit. And this is how we truly grow and truly learn. And your last card for this reading, Gail, is from the Surrender deck, is Surrender to Defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. Okay? You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, Gail. Not to me, not to you, not to anyone. Okay? We don't need to do that. Just need to be honest with ourselves. Okay? I hope that's helped you, Gail. Hey, Tracy.
Gail, have you been looking into different modalities? Something you've been looking into that you're not really feeling comfortable about? There is a darkness that's lingering around you. It is negative. It is dark does not necessarily mean negative, but this is a negative. It's not really there to assist you. It's not going to help you much. It has created uncertainty, would be the right word. Need to undo certain things that have been done. There's a thought process that was created by whatever it is that you are looking into. it is advised to undo that, to unthink it, to remove it from your thought process. Too many ums for me coming through. There's a lot of umming and ahhing and uncertainties, many things that, whatever it is that you've been looking into, this do some clearing, do some cleansing, clear up your space. A lot of candle. Find yourself a candle, a white candle, light it. Get yourself some sage, get yourself some Palo Santo, burn it, constantly burn it until the candle, get a small candle, until the candle goes out. Clear your space, clear everything around you, inside and out. Whatever it is that you've been looking into was not good whatsoever. It's created a whole lot of energetic blocks throughout you. There is this it's an should I, shouldn't I, constantly coming through. Don't speak with ums. Your heart chakra is open, but you've shielded it. Shouldn't be shielded at this point in time. Your solar plexus, yeah, as Brooke mentioned, work on that a lot. Do some cord cutting as well. Your sacral is out, work on that. You're focusing too much on what it was. Focus on what it is. Most everyone, all of you that are listening now, stop thinking about what happened yesterday. Bring your focus to this present moment, because it's in this moment itself. This is where you'll find it. This is what you're looking for. There's a lot of information out there. Not all information is there to guide you in the right direction. You have to be assertive, I think it is. You have to know for yourself. You have to feel it. Get grounded. Bring your focus to the present moment. Do some grounding. There's a lot of grounding work. But the most important thing for you at this moment is clear your space. Clear everything around you and remove certain things that you've been working with. They don't need to be in your energy field. Your aura's got rips all around you, which can be closed off again. So that'll work with the sage and the Palo Santo. Burn them together. Keep your focus on your heart chakra and keep it on a positive, thinking positive. The more positive thoughts that you have at this moment will assist you to move forward, and that will be further away from you. But that hasn't assisted you in your journey. The main area to focus on is the back of your neck, where your spine meets your skull. Do some cleansing around that area. Clear it up, put some blockages. Get yourself a clear quartz. And if you can, when you're asleep, under your pillow, the pillowcase, wherever it is, keep it there. Grab yourself a black kyanite. Keep that at the bottom of your feet. At the end of your bed will be really good. And keep a piece on you as well. Some malachite as well will be really beneficial for you at this moment, and keep them with you as often as you can, everywhere you can, if you can, especially the black kyanite. Blue kyanite, black kyanite, there's green kyanite. If you can get the three of them, even better. Keep them on you constantly. You need to do some protection at this point in time. So take that advice for the moment and grab those crystals, which will do the most, and a cleansing sage, Palo Santo, and a small candle, white candle, burn that. And that's how long you'll be saging for. I hope that assists you. Hi, Tracy. Angelita.
So, hey guys. So, Gail, probably don't buy like a 20-hour candle, because that's a lot of sage, a lot of Palo Santo.
Hi, Sophia. Angelita, what I'm going to mention to you is be aware of what you're feeling. Don't take it on. Don't make it your own. Be aware of what you're feeling.
Now we have a blowfish reading to do courtesy of Amanda Whitehorn. So, Amanda, would you like to pick someone for a blowfish reading? Amanda has paid it forward to someone, for one of you beautiful people, to get a extended reading because that's what sort of person Amanda is.
Ban the blowfish.
Amanda Blowfish. She's probably in her Uggies, in her gym jams, rugged up somewhere. She's not here. What happened to Amanda?
Yes. Angelita, when you're not working, you can hit me up on, I will work out a time, so it works for both of us. Get onto Messenger, have a bit of a chat.
Okay, if you would like a sorry,
go. Yeah, Facebook is having issues with the feed, and all coming up. The chat's not working the best. Got to keep refreshing.
I have a blowfish reading to give away, courtesy of Amanda Whitehorn. So if you haven't had a reading and you would like an extended reading, courtesy of this lovely lady, pick a number between 1 and you might get lucky. It's in the private chat, Cindy. Unless no one wants an extended reading. The feed is very slow tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's not showing up. Needs to refresh it.
So, people, there you go. Judy, keep going. That's it. No one else wants a reading? Are you sure? Hey, Chantel.
Chantel.
So, a number between 19 and 36 will get you a blue fish reading while you people are working out what the number is. And if you're looking for a reading, just remember, people, that if you pick up a lot of people, external energies at work that aren't yours, and you're sick of it, there is a solution. Especially if you're a strong empath and you suffer from anxiety, anything like that. These things are game changers. Come on, people, have another go. Have another go. Have another go. Pick another number, everyone. How you going, Lynn? It's not 33, Lynn. You're all so close, yet so far away. Gail, you've already had a reading. This is for people that haven't had a reading. Gail, you've already had a reading. This is for people that haven't had a reading. You want another reading? Do you want both barrels? I'll give you another card. You want another card? Your card is things are not so black and white. They could be rainbow colored.
Amanda would like a surrender card.
Amanda. Okay. Amanda, you're getting a surrender card. Have another guess, people, if you have not had a reading or had not had 20 guesses already. Lynn. Oh, come on. You had like, I got the feed there. And yeah. Lynn, cut it out. You've had like just been through every number. Yeah, I know. What's it between? It says it on the... What do you mean? Is it not on the screen?
Yeah, between 20 and 35.
Yeah. Between 20 and 35. Single, available. Amanda, surrender to frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma, resolving a block, is to take a breath, center yourself, regroup, so you may approach the situation more calmly. Okay.
And we have a winner.
We have a winner. Okay. Don't say that, Amanda. It will just go to my head.
Julie, can you focus on your heart chakra, please?
Julie. It seems to be about connection with you at the moment, Julie. there seems to be distraction. There seems to be too many distractions coming in at the moment. Okay, there's a connection there. There's a connection there. You've got a connection to spirit. Okay, and you're getting signs from all around. You're getting confirmation from all around, but it just feels like then you want more confirmation, then more confirmation, then more confirmation. I feel like you need so much confirmation sometimes that it just feels like there's a look. It feels like there's a pattern. There's a pattern. I need more confirmation. I need more confirmation. Then I'll stand out. Then I'll step out. It seems to feel like feel like there is a lot. There's a lot of second guessing, a lot of indecision, a lot of second guessing. It's like having to always know how things are going to pan out, to worry about what everyone's going to say, how things are going to pan out. This is moving back into the look. The unknown is a never-ending cycle. Yet we spend our whole life trying to reason with it, trying to work out what's going to unfold before it's going to unfold. And this seems to be a pattern. There seems to be a pattern. I need more information. I need another reading. How's this going to play out? And this is getting into a cycle of overthinking, overanalyzing, then creating a decision, and around and around. Well, we've got the Infinity card here. This says the never-ending circle of life. We learn, we move forward on a journey. And at the moment, it feels like you're in this. Instead of working forward, you seem to be spiraling, and people go, "Oh yeah, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back," but it doesn't always. If it's always 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, there's something wrong. We're still moving forward. Sometimes that happens. There's nothing we can do about it. But sometimes there's 3 steps forward and no steps back. And it seems to be that it just seems to be. It's time for you to look. It's time for you to have a deep look at some of the cycles that are repeating themselves in your life. Because at the moment, it just feels like, that step forward, it could be a circumstance lining up. Sometimes that circumstance can be you lining up. But it feels like you're going back into indecision, you're overanalyzing, you're staying in your head, you're not focusing on what you should, you're focusing on stuff that you can't control, and it's just creating a loop and a loop and a loop and a loop. It just feels like you're going round, round, round. And it's time to break this. It's time to break it. But there's things that you need to be taking care of, Julie, that you're neglecting. Things about yourself, things about your healing, things about, it takes work. It takes work. I mean, a lot of people are trying to ascend. A lot of people are ascension, or whatever you want to call it, trying to grow. A lot of people aren't going to get there because they don't want to do the work. It's hard. It's hard. But we've got to make that choice. So the choice starts with you taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do for you. Because there's a lot of neglect. There's still things that you neglect. There's certain things that you look after and you'll make sure that everything's working right. And some people are like, oh, yeah, I've got my kitchen spotless. Get rid of that dishwasher and get the new one in. You know, I don't care what the cost is. I'm getting it because I need that, and otherwise, and we do that with external things. We can keep so much detail and put so much effort in to keep them right. And the most important thing, ourselves, we put on the shelf. We again, I'm getting a lot of Well, then look at your diet. It's all diet, Julie. It's all diet. At the moment, it feels like that you're listening to the wrong people. Listening to the wrong information, listening to the wrong people. You're like, there's negativity around there, and you're like, don't worry about it. It doesn't affect me. But there's something you need to stand up to and nip in the butt. Because at the moment, it feels like those blocks are self-imposed from you not taking care of your needs. There's something you need to speak up against. There's something you need to change that's in your field. Yeah, but Julie, half the stuff that comes from the supermarkets is useless. Most of it, actually. But I just feel like there needs to be more strive. I've got the stargazer. Set your sights higher. Unlock the magic within. But this is about you getting curious. This is about getting curious to take care of your needs. This is about digging deeper, Julie. This is about you digging deeper, researching, understanding, knowing. You know, getting ourselves right is the most important thing. We want to change the world. You want a better life? It starts with us. You need that choice. Because at the moment it feels like you're just sitting there going, I'm making a bit of an effort, but there needs to be more effort. If you really want to fix this, there needs to be more effort. It's hard. It's not easy. But at the end of the day, what do we hope to achieve? Because at the moment, you're a product. Your environment is a product of you. Everything around you is a product of you. You create your reality. You weave your own reality. And people want to work out when change is coming in. We're the one. The change is always us. Always. Where can I tighten up? Where can I learn? Where can I get healthier? Where can I do this? Where can I do that? It's all on us. It's all on us at the moment. It's just what do we hope to expect? Because at the moment, I got the Seas card. See beyond your current circumstance. Shadowing things aren't so black and white. It's like sometimes where things are at, we're like, oh, that's just the way it is, or whatever. But there's so much more. It goes so much deeper. You're capable of so much more, Julie. There's so much more potential inside of you just waiting to be unlocked. And I feel a lot of self-judgment. A lot of self-judgment. You need to be kinder to yourself. You need to be easier on yourself. I mean, we try to get things right, and the world tells us we have to do this. We have to work so hard. We have to achieve and all this, and we put all this pressure on ourselves and get all this self-judgment, and that just takes counter. It just pulls us down, and it feels like you're pulling yourself down, and then it takes away the spark. It feels like it's taking away your energy, and it's just taken away. And then we just go back to our old cycles and the old patterns, and it's about breaking those, Julie. It's about breaking those patterns, breaking those cycles. There's transformation waiting to come into. But at the moment, this never-ending cycle, it feels like you've got yourself stuck in a loop. You're built for so much more, Julie. You're built for so much more, and you're settling for second best. But you really need to make that choice to move forward. Hunt it down. Hunt down your fears and desires. The card's not here, but I'm feeling it. Hunt down your fears and desires. What do you hope to gain? And what's stopping you? This is what we're going to work out. You'll get there. Eating's a hard one in today's society. I'm not having a go at you, Julie. It's a hard one. The crap that they serve up to us. Everything's full of poison. Okay, your last card, Julie, is surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you are afraid of change in your job, your health or relationship, or fear of aging or death. Repeat this affirmation. I have faith at all as well. We're here now. You're here now. That's all that matters. I hope this helped you.
Julie, can you bring your focus to your heart chakra again? What I'd like you to do is focus the back of your heart chakra. And what I'd like you to do is visualize, really see this in your mind's eye. I want you to see yourself placing a white light at the back of your heart chakra. You're looking for information, and you're going here, there, and everywhere. Information you already have within you, but the more you gather knowledge, which is what you're really doing at this moment, is gathering knowledge. The more knowledge you gather, the more layers of the onion you're going to create for yourself. The further away from yourself you'll get for who you truly are. To truly know yourself, I can tell you, knowing oneself is a very, very deep hole. They say the rabbit hole. My experience, which was still to come out of it, the rabbit hole is a bottomless pit. You can go on forever and ever. There's always something to know, but the knower is more important than the knowing. Doesn't matter how much knowledge you gather, doesn't matter how much information you gather. If that information is not bringing you back to you, if it's getting you to know the external world, it's going to keep opening up that hole in the back of your heart chakra, which is going to be pulling you backwards constantly. Even though you're presuming, which is what we all do this, we all presume that the moment outside of this is going to be better. But I'll tell you now, your presumptions are your past. Any presumption, anything you presume is going to occur is already past tense. It's in the past. The unknown is exactly what we look for, but to understand that itself, there's no knowledge to the unknown. There's no knowledge to the present moment. Present moment is observing. We observe what it is. We do not presume it's going to be other than what it is that's presented to us. Do not seek to know yourself from others, because others will only tell you what they presume about themselves or what they presume about everyone is. What we are is a little bit more than what anyone can presume. Find your space, ground yourself, keep yourself present. Don't think too much about how things should unfold, and observe them as they do unfold. Don't presume it should be right or wrong, or it should be this way or that way. Don't even think about it when it is presented to you, whether it should or shouldn't be, for it is. Knowledge within is not knowledge, it's wisdom. Knowledge is without. Knowledge is the external world. But the wisdom from within will show you what the outer world actually is. It's not for me to tell you. No one can tell you. It's something that we see for ourselves, and we acknowledge it. Bring your focus to your solar plexus now. Take a deep breath. You'll count to 3, release. Now take your focus to the back of your solar plexus. Same thing, a nice white light. Place it at the back and close that hole. At this moment, you have your chakras open in the back, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's what's actually entering, and there's a lot of negativity around you at this moment. But they're self-created. A lot of the stuff and a lot of blockages are self-created at this moment. Not accepting yourself for where you are right now, and that's the most important thing that you can possibly do, is accept yourself where you are at the place that you're in right this moment. Everything does happen for a reason. When we can accept that, things do unfold very differently. Don't concern yourself too much about what's happening tomorrow or the outer world. Keep yourself here. Keep yourself present. Keep yourself grounded. Work on your base chakra. There's a lot of focus that's not enough focus, I should say, is not going to your base chakra. Bring more focus to your base chakra. Your focus, which is advisable, is your base chakra, your heart chakra, and keep your focus above as well to your crown chakra. They're the 3 main chakras that will assist you a lot at this moment, the process that you're going through. Don't think too much about around you, because it's all around you. Everything is around us. Everything is happening around us. Where you focus, that's what you're giving energy to. And what we do is we create a connection to what we focus on. And whatever we're focusing on, whatever they're going through, we start to feel it. And if we're not aware, we make it our own. And we think that we are going through that particular situation. Keep yourself grounded. Crystals, I mentioned crystals before, and I work a lot with malachite. I like malachite. I like the energy of malachite. It also assists with a lot of negative energies. Kyanite is good for negative energy as well, you don't have to focus on. Now, I'll also mention, Brooke does make his pouches. That is advisable as well. It will assist you. How does it
She's got
assist
one.
you? You don't have to focus on a lot of things that are happening around you.
Hope you're wearing it, Julie.
You got one? Okay.
She's got one.
Okay. I didn't hear what you said. So that's the main area for yourself. Is your base chakra is the main aspect of it, which is keeping you present. Keep it present. Be here, be now. Be aware of what is unfolding before you without focusing too much or presuming too much of what is going to happen. And you'll start to feel a lot lighter. You've got a lot of weight on your shoulders at this moment, and that's what's happening around you. I'm not focusing there. But as you keep your focus in the present moment, you'll start to feel a lot lighter, and you won't have that heaviness on your shoulders. I hope that's assisted you. No. Imagine.
Hey, Joan. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Penny.
Rachel.
Hey, Rita. No, don't pick a number of people that just came up because that was the last thing that was there. Which is, I'll take it away with no hands. See? How good's that? Go, production manager. Queue is full. Yes, I have got, yeah, Amanda. Band Amanda. Look at that.
Band
Amanda.
Yeah, I feel
Band
really
of
done. I see. Remember that? What was it?
Was that the
show?
blowfish reading? Oh, that was the blowfish reading. Okay, now we've got a reading to do for Tracy. Are you there, Tracy? Tracy, come out to play. You going, Trace?
Can you bring up the next? I'll be. No, wait.
Watch out for this one. This one's trouble.
You're not here.
Are you, Tracy?
You wanted a quickie from me. Mm-mm.
Don't tell on anyone. It's the trick of the government. And tell the teacher that at school, Tracy. What do you want, Trace? Where are you going? What do you want? 100 directions. Feels like so many directions. So many this, so many, not scattered all over the place, but it feels like you're spreading yourself thin. And I've got the naughty card down the bottom of your main pile. Take care of your needs. Health. But at the moment, it feels like the intention and the creation is it's not like scattered, but it just feels there's too much. It just feels like it's uncentered. It doesn't feel like it's uncentered, but it just, I'm getting the things are just scattered, because the first card I got for you is intended to create the high priest. Okay, that's inverted. You know that stuff. Okay, ignite your passion. Okay, but with highlight on taking care of your needs, because they're just. How's your sleep at the moment? Is it all over the place? Because it seems like there's so much on that you're jumping from one thing to the next. It's not a bad thing. You're just keeping yourself busy, but it's the process. There's stuff not being absorbed. There seems to be stuff you're missing. It just seems busy. It seems pressure, aching. I got aching all down my back, all around my neck, all along my shoulders. Shoulder blade. It just feels that there's so much taken on that there seems to be a struggle. It doesn't feel like a struggle. It just feels like you're creating your rally, but there's something you're missing. Okay, look. Look, it comes back to look. I've got the winter card, take care of your needs, but at the moment, it's about. I'm just getting there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance, and there seems to be like areas that you're putting yourself under pressure. Okay. Doing this, doing that. Okay, that's all fine. This is really you created, but there's some little things that are getting to you to the moment, and you seem to it's not you're aware of them, but you're sweeping under the carpet. there seems to be some little things that you sweep. It's not that you're sweeping them under, that you just don't think they're a bigger deal, but they're having a ripple effect across the whole field at the moment. And this is affecting the space that you hold. But it still comes back to take care of your needs. I don't know what's going on, but I'm getting solar and sacral. Which is a lot where we connect through with the external world through those chakras. You know all that. And what are you talking to? Keep your ideas to yourself at the moment, Trace. This is about working out with internal. There's an imbalance. Where's your imbalance? There's an imbalance that's affecting this. It'll be something little to you. You're not worried about it, but it's as I said, it's having a ripple effect across the whole deal, and it's for you to work out yourself, for you to find out. Okay, but see, the nurturing card comes up. Self-care, self-nurture keeps coming up. Health. Well, then don't comment. At the end of the day, it's just, look, Trace, it's just waiting for the universe. You're just waiting for you to make the choice to start nurturing yourself, take authority over yourself, just start nurturing and bringing that back into balance. Okay, not getting much more. But there is, look, with your sleep at the moment, you need to make sure you get enough sleep, and it's good quality sleep. Because there's things at the moment that there's some things that you're being shown and you're not taking enough time. It just feels like you're just scratching on the surface and it needs to go deeper. It just seems there's too much stuff that you're skimming over at the moment. I don't know what area. That's for you to find out. Okay. But more self-care, more self-nurturing, more self-love. Love that body, love that self. And it's not about loving, it's about showing the love by action of choice. Okay. The last card is I don't know why this is card come out. You know how it is. Your surrender card is surrender for the desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively to achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So, in short, lock your doors. Lock your doors. Hide the key from Michael. I hope this helped you.
Going back to a comfort zone. Don't have much to say, Tracy. What I keep seeing, which is really, well, interesting. It is interesting, but there's images out there, there's pictures that you can find where you see the person and you can see it's like their soul's been pulled out of them. So the ethereal aspect of them is out here with all the threads and the connections. It's like it's faded and there's a person here. What I'm saying is that you're aiming to look for an answer. You're aiming to get it's the question more than anything. Am I doing the right thing? Because you're in conflict with yourself. But your focus isn't here anymore. Your focus is somewhere out there. Something outside of yourself. Are you doing the right things? But you're doing the right things that are comfortable for you at this moment. And that's all I kept getting. Focus on yourself is all I can recommend. Do some body work. Get some chakra alignments done, because your chakras are out. You're not connected with yourself. You're too much focusing on what you're doing now. And it's always out there. The question still arises, am I doing the right thing? Whether you've asked yourself or not, don't know. But that question is there. There's so much focus, and Brooke mentioned that there's focus here, there's focus there, and there's doing this and there's doing that, and it's just all over the place. But the question still keeps coming up. Am I doing the right thing? That's something for you to find out. What is it that you're truly after? Are you after that which is over there, or that which is here? That's a question you should be asking yourself. What is it that you're after? What is it that you truly want to do? Because that itself at this moment is not anything that anyone can answer for you. Do some chakra work, get some clearing done, spend time for yourself. Whatever's happening around you is what you're focusing on. And that's all I keep picking up. It's out there somewhere. Something outside of this moment is where your focus is on. To pick up much on you, there's not much to pick up on, other than I'm constantly being pulled out to seeing around you and not in you. So I hope that makes sense to you. I feel it does. That's all I have for you. Thank you, Tracy.
And Tracy, man, get that garden pumping. Get that garden pumping. Plant it out. Not just a few things here or there. Plant it out. 'Tis the time. At least throw heaps of, buy a bag of, what is it? Popcorn, and just plant that. That'll come up.
I'll be right back.
My brother. He's probably seen the wagon wheels I bought for going camping. Thanks, bro, for the coffee. That's vanilla and hazelnut. He goes the same spot, so they give double shots, double flavors for the same price. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Almond milk latte. Okay, people, I've got no more. I think we're up to date with all paid readings. I'll just double check. No more donations to come in. No more donations. So can't have one. I mean, you can't have one. You don't drink coffee. I was talking to someone, and there's it's a weird name. It's like a mushroom. You get it from health shops, and I forgot. Chantel, do you know what it is? It's made from like a mushroom sort of health mix, and it's like coffee. It's almost like a coffee, and it's a cleanser, and it's a de-cleanser. What's it called? I had some today. Pete gave me some this morning. Does anyone know what that is? It's made from mushrooms, and it's like you get it from health food shops, and it's a chaga. Yeah, chaga. That's the stuff. That was good. I still put half. Yeah, it was good. I was like, that's all right. I mean, you could. Don't Stathi, but it was good if you're trying to get off the coffee. You heard me. You heard me. Okay, people, I'm up to date on readings. Let's see. I'll just double check. Yep, up to date. So now it's time. If you have not had a reading and you would like a run-out reading, the Stathi might get something for you, but I will do run-out readings. And so put a 1 in the comment section, people, if you have not had a reading tonight and you would like a reading. Put a 1 in the comment section just once. And then sit back, grab yourself a coffee or a refreshing can of intuitive focus. Run out readings. And the first person that has a run out reading, which is Penny. Okay, Penny, let's choose decks. Let's choose decks. Okay. Penny. Okay, spiritual life guidance oracle or Shamanic oracle. You get to choose which deck I use for the round of readings because you're beautiful for one, and you're the first one to have the run out reading. Which deck do you want, Penny? Shamanic? Good choice. Good choice. If it's a good shaman. Not all shamans are good. There's plenty of dodgy ones too. How you going, Steph? You right?
Yeah.
You're not sulking because you heard
Coffee,
me.
man.
Oh, good.
I dodge shamans as much as I can.
You what?
I
Dodgy
dodge
ones.
shamans as much as I can.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgy shamans, yeah, I dodge them.
Ah, yeah, dodgy. Glad I'm not one. Penny, don't worry. Don't worry. Focus on within. Okay, go into the heart space. Focus within. Stop worrying about, hey, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Okay, focus on yourself. Be present in the moment, and will then unfold. It feels like there's a bit of direction, needing direction. Okay, direction is like, what am I doing? I know I should be doing something. I should be doing something. There's, at the moment, look, just relax. It's all coming. Okay, it's not all coming, but the direction when you can just. That's what we need to do. Is people are worried, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? I want to learn this and I want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, we've got to also just clear the mind, be present, and go, you know what? It'll present itself. So, patience, Penny, patience, patience. There's new beginnings coming. There's new areas coming. They will unfold. They will present themselves, but do not worry. Do not feel like you should be doing something. Bit of meditation, bit of relaxation, bit of chilling, bit of self-love. Okay, not too much self-love, and not in front of the neighbors, but just relax. It'll all unfold. Okay, take the pressure off, and you'll be right. It'll happen when it happens, and it shouldn't be too long. Okay, hope this helped you. Next,
Penny,
have you got
I'm
anything for
gonna
Penny?
mention-
Sorry.
I'm just going to mention, I'm just going to focus on chakras here. Throat chakra, speak out. Speak up. Focus on your throat chakra.
Of course you did, Angelita. Felt a sense of calmness with Stathi. He just got a fresh coffee, man. With a smoke. Man, he's relaxed. This is as relaxed as this boy gets.
Morning. I get relaxed.
It's his happy place. Okay. Caroline, connectivity. Okay, seems connectivity with spirit. Okay, look, at the moment I've got connectivity and the hollow bone teachability is uncontrolled. Okay, this is about it. It feels like there's not much. Hollow bone. Okay, look, it's about your connectivity with spirit or yourself, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, this card is inverted. Hollow bone. Teachability. You're feeling stagnant at the moment. That's because there's no room. Okay, we got to strip back all that we think we know, all the ways that we go about things, and go stuff it, throw it out the window, start again. It's not about. It's just saying that we can't get so set in our ways that we become inflexible, whether to change and change our points of view. Because as we get more information, things change, like in life. And you have to bring back that teachability, that openness, that emptiness that's like a fullness. Okay, because if you can give yourself some space to bring in some new, you'll start seeing things from a different perspective, and this will give you more clarity. Okay, but when we've got things all worked out and we haven't got 100% clarity in everything, we got to ask ourselves why. And it's usually it's time to empty out the cup, because the cup is full of it. Run over, empty out the cup, let's fill it up again. Okay, so teachability, very important. We need that card around there so you can level up. Okay, I hope that's helped you.
You still need to work on your bottom three chakras. Stagnation is what I get. Too much in here. Come down. Main area is solar there. Solar, sacral, base.
Yeah, they'll say that, Caroline. Good save. Hey, Mindy. Mandy, you have options. A lot of options in front of you. You can go in many ways. Limitless possibilities. This direction, that direction. I can go this way about this. I can go that way about that. Okay. You have choices at the moment. A lot of choices. Okay. In some areas, you have a massive amount of choices. Okay. But at the moment, just there is a choice that you're looking at making, that you're feeling strongly about, and cause and effect, consequences, choices and their consequences. Okay, just have a look. If any major thing that you're looking at the moment, just have another look. There's something, there's a perspective you're not seeing on something. Okay, just have a revisit and you should work it out. Okay. Hope so. That's
Hey,
helped.
John. Mandy, just pick your focus on your heart chakra. You. Me.
That's not a one.
Me. It's not a one. Me.
Oh, my reading.
You're reading.
Oh.
Me.
Jeanette, your first card is learn how to type in a number 1. Okay, no. On a serious note. Come back present, Jeanette. Come back present. It feels like you're overthinking. It feels like you've made some progress. There's been progress made. Okay, but now you're overanalyzing it, and you've had some victories in some areas, but it feels you've watched out because it feels like you're creating another pattern. This is going to affect your connectivity. This is going to send you into it feels like there's something that you've done. It feels like there's something recently. Okay, experiencing life as it comes. It feels like you've taken charge in an area, but now you're trying to overstep your bounds. You're trying to overstep bounds in using this, take charge in other areas. Okay, but it's taking a bit out of the flow. So you've gained a strength, but at the same time, as you've stood in your power and you've stood in your strength, but at the same time, you've got to find that balance where it's not that strength doesn't become immalleable. Otherwise, we create another pattern that we need to unlearn before it becomes a block in other areas. Okay, so just come back to yourself, get out of that mind, start to heed, feel the vibe. Okay, otherwise you're going to put. It just feels like otherwise you're going to something. A recent victory, yeah. As I said, a recent victory is going to cause another block, but so we're going to be flexible with the way we do things in the present, in the moment. Okay, which is, yeah, but you're doing well. Okay, and don't feel bad if you feel like there's some stagnation or things aren't working. Like if it feels like you're not growing in certain areas, look, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you feel like, oh, my gifts aren't moving in the way that I want them at the moment or anything like that. Don't worry about any of that crap. Just come back to yourself, okay, and let it unfold. Stop looking somewhere else for the next. Jeanette, come back to yourself. Come back to yourself and be good with that and relax. I hope that's helped you.
I'm going to work with what Brooke said. Look, it's really good to go out there and get as much information. Having an open mind is exactly what I speak of all the time. Have an open mind. Listen. Don't take on what everybody says because everybody has their own opinions. And that's nothing wrong with that. What you're looking for at this moment is guidance. You want guidance, but the guidance that you're looking for is an uncertainty as well for you. You're not certain what you're looking for. Find someone that you can learn about yourself, because that's where you're coming to. That's what you're aiming to understand more than anything else. Knowing who you are. That is where your journey is leading you. That's what you really want to know. But every time you go to all these people to tell you something, that's just creating more of conflict and confusements within you. Your mind's overwhelmed at this moment as well. You've got too much going on in here, which is one person says this, another person says that. Is this right for me? Is that right for me? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? Find somebody that can assist you. Find someone that you can spend that time with, that one individual. If that's the right person that's going to assist you on the journey that you're looking for, stick with that. Doesn't mean that you don't go out and get other opinions or find out more information or have an open mind. You will still learn. You will still listen to what others say. At this point, you need to be back to here, now, this moment, instead of up here. Keep yourself grounded. Work on your base and your sacral. They're the two areas that require most work for you at this moment. Keeping yourself present, keeping yourself here. Two areas. But it is advisable. Find yourself a teacher. Someone that will just work and focus on you. You can actually have a one-on-one with them. That's what will assist you the most at this moment, instead of having so many conflicting things that are going on, so much information for you. And there's your quickie.
Are we all done? Hey, Katina. See, this is run out readings, 2-card quick run out reading at the end of the show, unless you want to donate for an extended reading. Oh, you can always go to my website and book me for a private session. Rita, come on. We've been here all this time, Rita. What's going on? What's going on,
You
Rita?
can have a Stathi. Hi, Rita. You'll get all the ones on Sunday. Anyone in Melbourne, Frankston, Frankston Expo, Psychic Expo in Frankston.
How spiritual, Katina? Do you do like spiritual work? But do you know chakras? I'm not sure where you're at. What level are you at? But at the moment, Katina, there needs to be... I'm learning. Okay, at the moment. Okay, look. Your partner, he was under contract to come and to experience and go, okay, that was part of it. Okay, everything happens for a reason. He came in with you for that specific amount of time. Okay, that was his sole contract. Okay, now you've got to... Okay, but you're hanging on. You're hanging on. Okay, we go through the grieving process and you're hanging on. You don't need any messages from him. You need to let him go. If he had messages, he would have given them to you when he was alive. Okay, it's time to move on from that. It's time to move on. Yeah, he was a soulmate. He had a contract come in to do for that period of time, for whatever was it for you to learn or to experience. Okay, but now we have to move forward. You need to go and... He would want you to move on. Start afresh. Okay? But that part of your life, that experience, that sacred experience, that part of your life, okay? That was then. Now you have to think about you for now, because that's all we have is now. We can't live in the past. We can't live in the future. We must become present. And okay? And I don't need to contact him to try and cheat in with him to know that he wants you to move on. I don't tell people what I see. Because I could be getting shown things from anywhere. School. Work hard at it. Do your best. Come into the present. Focus on yourself and do the best you can. Be accountable to everything. Be accountable and you'll be fine. Well, that's for you to work out, Katina. I'm not here to make your choices. That's your freedom, your choice. Your choice to choose, your choice to make mistakes, your choice to love, your choice to hate, your choice to live, your choice to do everything. It's your free will. I'm not here to impose on your free will. And if you don't know what you should be doing, it's a good time for you to start to know yourself and find out who you are. Do you live in the future or do you live here now? Katina, where are you? Are you 2 years down that way? Even if I had a flash of the future, Katina, that information, it'd just be a timeline that you would take that information and you'd make different decisions and then you'd probably change the timeline. So if you go around asking who can see the future, anyone who does that, please wake up. It's not a good spot to be in. Okay, I hope that's helped you.
I'm not going there. Next, please.
Anyone else?
Yeah, we have a paid reading. I don't know.
Do we?
Yeah.
I'll just check. Oh, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline. Are you there, Jacqueline? Yeah, Katina, no, you're right. You're right. But it's just it serves no purpose and to take us away from what's happening in the moment. And what's happening in the moment is the interface we have with the universe. So as soon as you're not in the moment, your subconscious is running the show, your ego, the I am is running the show, and you're not present and you're running on autopilot, which is 99% of people, 99.999. Okay, I'll just do this reading, and then I've got one more run out reading to do for Rita. Rita, just hang around after this reading, and then we'll get Jacqueline. We'll get Jacqueline right now. Okay, Jacqueline. You have a lovely night.
Good night.
Ah, you're very right. Occasionally, Katina. Occasionally.
Jeanette just sent me a message.
Eager, Jacqueline. Eager. Are you? There's an eagerness. There's a desire. Jacqueline, thymus meditation, if you can get any. Thymus meditation will assist you at the moment. Okay, look, Jacqueline, it feels... Look, you feel, you know what you want. There's something happening at the moment, and you know you've worked out how you're going to go about it. This is making you slightly inflexible at the moment. Okay, but you're not looking after yourself. You're not taking care of your needs. You've taken second. You're just like, hey, I've seen something. I want it. I'm going for it, and boom. But what you're missing out on is you're missing out on you. This is important. You're important. Okay, but look, I've got the traveler card, move in a new direction, and that's inverted. That means I'm doing things this way. Okay, and it's not working. It's not going to work. Why? Because you got hold too tight. How committed and devoted are you to knowing yourself, to growth, to understanding yourself, to being the best you can be? Because, you know, many are called, Jacqueline, but few answer the call. Why? Because it gets in the way. It gets in the way of all our programming and all our belief systems. There's a lot that needs to be shed. There's a lot that needs to be stirred up. There's no fun fix, but you have to be devoted and committed to yourself, devoted and committed to the truth, devoted and committed to seeking, devoted and committed to understanding why. There's no fast, and that's the fast track, is being devoted and committed to the process. Stop looking around so far, everywhere else. Come back to the center. Come back to you, Jacqueline. It's a test of commitment. So you're looking everywhere for the information that's within yourself. Like everyone, they look everywhere for information. Oh, this person will tell me how it's done. Oh, if I only knew this. Okay, it's okay to learn. I'm not saying that, but at the same time, as you're going everywhere except for inside, your intuition's talking to you. Your intuition's talking to you. Your inner self, or whatever you want to call it, you're talking to yourself, your intuition. You're shutting it out. You're looking externally everywhere, and it's not working. It's like, it's almost like you're distracted. It feels like you want to go the right way. You're trying to find out the right way, but you're just pushing too hard in the old school ways of doing things. Okay, but this is the new school. This is the new school. There's information that you're looking for. And you've already got the information. Your intuition's already told you. Yourself, you already know it. But at the moment, until you see it from the right perspective, you're looking at it. You're looking at the information from a point of view, and it's not lining up with the old ways that you do things. Everything's within you. It just feels We have to see things for what they are. Because the moment there's so much in your head that's hard to determine. It's hard to determine. You're in a compass. Your intuition, your inner self, whatever you want to call it. But you seem to be going external for so many things at the moment, for fulfillment, for this, and it's all within you. But until you can go inside and see yourself, start taking care of your needs, start getting to know you, you're looking at everywhere else, and I see it all here, sitting in front of me. Everything that you want is sitting here in front of me. It's sitting right inside you, and you're looking everywhere. Down the bottom, I've got the great teacher learn from spiritual experiences. I can tell you about all these cards. Doesn't matter. Healing, prosperity, information. It's all there. It's all along here. Everything that you want, everything your heart desires, everything that you're trying to accomplish. But the direction you're going, taking care of your needs. I got 2 cards in the whole reading. The first and last card in this whole reading are up the right way. And everything you want at the moment is inverted because you're looking externally for it. The first card is Sage, be devoted and be committed. And the last card is Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. You need to come within. Be present in the moment. Start learning to listen to yourself. Start learning to know yourself. How do we know ourselves? We start by learning what we're not. We feel, but we are not our feelings. Most people think all their thoughts are them. It's hilarious. Okay? You need to find you, Jacqueline. Priority number 1, find you. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You need to center and find yourself. Okay, your bottom chakras are all over the place. Do some chakra alignments. This is what people go. I'm doing stuff for family. I'm doing stuff for that. It doesn't matter. It's about going within and knowing who you are and knowing who you are not. Doesn't matter if you've got family. Doesn't matter if you need to do this. It doesn't matter if you're studying. Doesn't matter. It's all within, knowing oneself, going internal. Understanding what you are not, and going within. See, people, this is what the world does, and it keeps us like it does with everyone else. It's like everything's external. That's the problem right there. Everything's external. It's that, I got a job, this, and you're this. It's all outwards. When it's all, we have to find it inwards. No amount of courses is going to help you. No amount of good deeds is going to help you. There's nothing wrong with those things. They are beautiful things. But it's about knowing yourself from within. Not doing all the training outwards. It's all about knowing yourself within. Centering oneself. Go and listen to some Alan Watts. He'll help you. Alan Watts. It'll give you a fresh perspective. Because everyone is trying to train in 100 things. If you can't go within, center within, and know yourself within and go within, just as lost as Alan Watts. Put the headphones in, and as you go about your daily thing, have a listen. He's an old soul. And your last card is take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out, to relax. Take time to you, to get to know yourself. I hope that's helped you, Jacqueline.
Test is what I get. Testing. You're after something and you're not looking where you should be looking and looking out there. You're being tested, or you're testing, which I feel more that you're testing. Not certain what, well, I shouldn't say I'm not certain what you're testing, but you're testing. To help others, firstly, you need to help yourself. And to help yourself is to know yourself. To raise the energies, as people speak about, is not raising the energies. It's saying the energies that are around you that you're focusing on, and why you're giving your energy to all those energies around you. Meditation is great, but if you're focusing on how you're going to assist this person or how you're going to assist that person, meditation is not going to do anything for you. Meditation is actually coming back to oneself and knowing oneself. Who is it that you truly are? What is it that you're truly after? What do you want for yourself? And if what you want is to make others happy, that's not wanting for yourself. That is still focusing on the energies all around you. You're out of alignment. Your chakras need a lot of work. Your focus needs to come back to you because, well, yeah, it's all in here. It's in your mind. Everything that you're doing is in your mind. Even that's what you believe is external is not external. It is in your mind. No matter how many tests, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you're always going to be here in the present moment. The only thing that's not in the present moment is your focus out there. No one can go anywhere. They're always going to be in the present moment. The only thing that takes them away from here is how one thinks, and how you think is not assisting you. What you think is irrelevant. It's harsh, but the harshness is the one that you've created for yourself. And the state that you're in at this moment is because you've created it for yourself, presuming that others around you are creating it. Do have a good heart. Yes, you're in the right, your heart's in the right place, but your focus is not. Bring your focus back to you. Ground yourself. Be in the present moment. How can you help yourself is a good way to look at things. Focus on that. What is it right for myself? What is it I can do to be more present within myself? Who is it that I truly am? What is it that I truly want? Not what you've been told, not what you believe, but being harsh with yourself and being very strict on yourself. Work on your chakras, and yes, the main one is the base chakra at the moment. Your heart, it's good because you do have good intentions. The intention is right, it is in the right place. But if you're not taking care of yourself, and if you're not bringing your focus back to you, you're going to exert yourself. Your energy is always out there. That's where you're focusing. Some mystical thing that is out there. It's not out there. You're not going to find anything out there other than the beliefs that you have. What you believe, and as you think, you'll see it. you will actually create it. We have to be careful on what we create, because what we're creating does drain us from our true selves. You are being tested. I don't get tested. Doesn't matter. You are being tested, and the test is yourself testing yourself. And again, no matter where you go, looking for answers, if you don't look within yourself, it's always going to be someone's answer that you're going to make your own. It will never be yours. Look for the answers within, and you will find what you're looking for. I hope that's assisted.
And I just messaged you some Alan Watts. Alan Watts is good. Thank you, Jacqueline. And is Rita still here? Rita, you're up. Thank you for waiting, Rita.
Yes.
Rita's probably like, my God, you guys take forever. Yeah. Thank you for being patient, Rita. Rita. Rita, if you want to get some things to get better at the moment, you have to get curious. Okay? Look, you're the feminine, you're guarded, you're feminine, the divine feminine in you is out of balance. Okay? Don't know if you do chakra work, but you got to get in contact with your feminine. You got to get in contact with your emotions. But you're in comfort zones at the moment. So there's so many there's options and opportunities that the universe is bringing you to help you heal, to help you point you in the right direction, and you'll shut yourself off because of old wounding. But at the moment, look, do some work on your divine feminine at the moment. And your bottom chakras too. It's out of whack. Almost feels like something's pulling out. So how much work do you want to do, Rita? But there's some work there. There's some healing that you need to do. There's some balancing that you need to do. Because at the moment it's closing. It's making you steer away from possible opportunities. So you need to go and contact someone probably to help you to work through it. If you get a mentor once a month, you go and book an appointment for like once a month with someone and get some work done. Which state are you in, Rita?
I'll be seeing her on Sunday.
Okay.
My state. The good state.
Yeah, the cold state.
The good
State with
people.
Only two good things to come out of Victoria. Forts and Cindy. And Rita. And Mandy. Okay, and Stathi. Okay, who else? Did I miss anyone else? and thank you everyone for coming tonight.
So, Rita,
Sorry.
that's okay. What I'd like you to do is just keep your focus very strongly on your heart chakra, and keep your focus on your base chakra. They're the two chakras that I want you to really have a strong focus on. Heart and your base. And that's it. I'll see you on Sunday.
Okay, thank you. When are you on next, Stathi?
Tomorrow night, guys, 8:30 on Healing with Stathi. And I'll be in Frankston at the Psychic Expo, the Holistic and Psychic Expo in Frankston Arts Center, if I remember correctly. And then I'm on with you again on Monday night.
On Monday night. That's it. And
that's
I'll be on. Yep, and I'll be on Sunday, and Monday. Oh, and I have a Joan from the. I have a Soul Focus this Monday with a Joan from the Farm of Wellbeing. A Joan, I think, is originally from the States, and she's an amazing lady with a lot to share. So that will be before. That'll be so. Tune in before the More Than a Reading show at 8:30 Adelaide time on Monday for the Soul Focus interview show, which followed by More Than a Reading show. Then on Thursday, a reading show.
And guys, I do have my page Healing with Stathi, and I do one-on-ones as well, private sessions, just like Brooke does his. I do mine. No, do not do readings, and it is more on the healing aspect of it. So if anyone would like a one-on-one private session, send me a message. I'm more than happy to assist whomever I can, if I can. No promises.
Yeah.
The work has to be done by you.
And if some of you people, if you're new or whatever, and you really want to be moving forward and you want that growth and you want that, you need to get a mentor. You need to get on someone who knows the basics. If you want some basics on my YouTube channel, there's some Spiritual Tips 101. They're like 5 minutes each. Have a look through, have a go through. They'll just give you some insight But if you can get someone or get some coaching or get something anywhere, it just really helps to fast track. Okay, instead of just bouncing everywhere and guessing your way through. Even if you just book a couple of sessions, a session with me, I can get you on a plan and point you in the right direction. Okay, and get the ball rolling for you.
And don't forget your websites as well, Brooke. Brooke's got a website.
Intuitivefocus.net.au. All bookings through there. Medicine pouches, all sorts of stuff. It's all there. Yep.
A lot of information. Very helpful.
Yep. And even down the bottom of my page, I have a recommendation page for other people that do stuff that I don't do. But you just go to mine. Yeah, book with me. You'll be right. I'll sort you out. Okay, people. Thanks. So I've been flat out the last few days. Tired as. And I've got to be up early tomorrow. So thank you, guys. There's Stathi's.
No title. Me being me. Tomorrow.
Well, technically that is a title.
Well, technically it is a title, isn't it? But it's no title. Me being me. It's just me being me. Jump on. It's questions, answers. Have something to ask. If you want to ask something, if I can answer it, I will answer it. If you want to just sit and meditate, I do that as well. So I do some chakra guidance, and pretty much anything that unfolds. I don't have any plans. I don't organize anything. I just get on, and whatever unfolds is what unfolds. So Healing with Stathi, no title, me No title, me being me, 8:30 tomorrow night. Melbourne time.
Yep. And you should get your pouch next week sometime, Andy, when I get my Brooke art. No, you'll get it sooner than that.
Good night, Rita. Good night, Whitney. Good night, Billy Bob.
Good night, Betty Sue. Okay, that's right. Sorry, people. Just being silly. It's getting late. Bye.
Good night.